Ambassador Wambugu wa Kamau.
The Wambugu wa Kamau. Nimeambiwa niseme wa Kamau. Karibu sana. How are you?
I'm fine.
Take a seat.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
Tell us, who is Ambassador Wambugu? Are you a diplomat also?
No, that ambassador was given to me honorary.
Okay.
Yes. Wambugu wa Kamau. I hope you know how to pronounce it.
Wambugu wa Kamau. Watu wa Mount Kenya oya.
I'm a motivational speaker, team building coach.
Yes.
And above all, I have a higher qualification. And that is I'm married to one wife.
Hey, glory.
And my wife is a female. It's good for you to know that.
Good to know. Tell us your journey. Where did you start?
I started in 1977. That's when I was born.
Oh.
In June 6 in Ngong,
Okay.
Kibiko. And I got my PhD at the age of 6 years. PhD is, my father died when I was 6 years, so I became poor, hungry, but determined. PhD.
Okay,
Yes. So
yeah,
tukawa
that's it.
maskini, tukawa maskini sana mpaka maskini wanatuita maskini.
Oh,
Lakini with the glory of God, by the age of 35, I was a millionaire.
Oh, wow.
Yes, but I was in Tanzania. I was selling books there. And then I got 4 million. Only to discover my millionaire was short-lived. Wakati nilifika border, I changed the 4 million, ikakuwa only for 200,000. But in my life, I know I was a millionaire at the age of 35.
Yeah, that's a good story. Hata ukiwatia hapo ni sawa.
But I've gone through so many ups and downs. But I know with determination, you succeed. Failure has never been an option in my life.
Wow.
One of the things that I remember is that I used to act at the Kenya National Theatre. And one day, I used to act these set books. I don't know which set book you did. Shamba la Wanyama, Siku Njema. And there was a time I was doing Shamba la Wanyama. And then by bad luck, I don't know if it's a bad luck or it was a good luck. You know, some setbacks are setups for a comeback. So that day I went to the National Theatre and they said that I was not acting well and I was chucked out of the stage. Nikatolewa kwa hiyo cast, nikaambiwa sasa wewe leave us with your contacts. Imagine, leave us with your contacts.
Don't call us, we'll call you.
Yes.
Don't call us, we'll call you.
Yes, you leave us with your contact. That is a polite way of saying, go home, don't come, we don't need you here. So I left that place and I felt so bad. But I told myself, nobody can, people may destroy your pride, may do all sort of things, but they may not kill, don't allow them to kill your passion. So I was so passionate that I will make it with the Shamba la Wanyama. Do you know what I did? I did Shamba la Wanyama one-man show.
How?
Yes, I crammed the whole book. I went home, asked my nephews, nieces, wakae chini nikaanza. Kaambia leo niko na hadithi ya Shamba la Wanyama. Nikaanza. Shamba la Wanyama ni kitabu kimeandikwa na George Orwell. Kimefasiliwa na Fortunatus Kawegere. Nikaanza. Shamba Ibura ilikuwa mali ya Bwana Mtiki. Basi siku moja alilewa sana na akagadhafika. Alipofungia kuku alishindwa kuwafungia wanyama wengine. Basi wanyama wakaitana, ulikuwa na mkutano wa siri uliopangwa na Peusi Askari. Peusi Askari, alafu naangalia student moja anakaa Peusi Askari kama huyu. So alikuwa ni kama huyu. Mzee sana pale shambani. And then I would do that for 2 hours.
Wow.
Yes. Na waelezea mzee Peusi Askari alianza kwa kusafisha koo. Akasema, ndugu zangu, nina hakika mmepata habari kuhusu ndoto yangu ya ajabu na kustajabisha ili nipitia hapo jana usiku. Lakini hayo nitazungumzia baadaye.
Wow.
And then you see now, I went to the first school and they told me I'm a madman.
Oh.
Yes, the Kiswahili teacher asked me, how do you act? Just the same way you're asking me. Unawezaje igiza kitabu kisima mtu mmoja? No, the reply I told him, just take me in the classroom, I demonstrate. If you like it, you give me the job. And the good news was that uko kwa shule, they were paying per student 20 shillings.
Oh.
So if they are 100, that is 2,000. National Theatre was paid 250 per show. So I went to the first class. Nikaingia. Sasa nikajua hapa is make it
or make it.
Or make it. nikaanza kwanza kwa kuraimisha maneno. Unajua hapo ndio nilianza kuraim. Nikamwambia kusimama mbele yenu sio kwamba nina kimbelembele, bali nina kipengele cha lugha. Nimekuja kuwazindua wala si kuwazuzua mkazuzuka zuzuzuzu kama mazuzu. Ama kweli ketini ange, kaeni ange, wala mstetereke, niko na hadithi ya shamba la wanyama. And then I started. Wakati nilifikisha climax nikaambia, oh I'm sorry, mwalimu ameniambia time yangu imeisha, kama mnataka mlipe 20 bob. Everybody was, you know,
so you're our boo.
Yes. I started there.
Yeah.
So the Kenya National Theatre from there. So nikaanza shule it was good because now I would get 2,000 3,000. Naenda huko mashinani tena nalipisha 10 bob. Baka nikienda supermarket wananifukuza. Juu nilikuwa nilipwa na coins, nabeba na paper bag. 3,000.
Okay,
na huko mashinani.
Hey, wow, yes. You're really entrepreneurial.
Yes.
You're really entrepreneurial. Tell us something difficult that you faced in your life.
So after that I became in fact there are two things that I'll tell you. One, my marriage. When I was marrying, I fell in love with my wife, who is now my wife, Margaret Wangesh. She was from a well-up family. Now she had a passport. She was looking for a visa to go to America. And for me and my family, mwenye alikuwa ameenda mbali ni Githurai 44 hata 45. So I was dating this girl, and
from Gong to Githurai was the farthest.
Yes, I've ever gone. Okay. You know, a member of our family. I told you we came from a poor background.
Yeah.
So when I started dating her, she told me that she has to go to America first and then come back, we do our wedding. So what I did, I did a trick. Nikakopa 5,000. Nikaenda Nyayo House. Do you know you can get a passport even if you're not traveling? So I got a genuine passport and then I called her. I told her we meet in Java. Tukaenda Java. Java si tulikuwa na pesa ya kulipa Java. Nilifanya vile watu hufanya mnaonanga kwa social media. Nikaenda mapema, nikaongea na waiter, nikamwambia akiitisha kitu ya more than 300 mwambie hakuna. So my wife alipokuja nikamwambia order anything. Sio anaitisha sijui chips platter na ambaye ya 1,800, ambaye mpaka waiter anastuka anambia hakuna. And then she ended up taking coke sijui na two fingerlings or what. And then nikamwambia when Jesus say yes, akaniambia no. Yes, nikamwambia when Jesus say yes, nobody can say no. Nikamwambia God has worked out. My cousin ya nyanya yangu ameniita America kama wewe tu. Ile umeitwa huko. Akaniambia ni uongo. Nikaingia kwa mfuko nikamtolea passport. Nikamwambia vishika nukia kama ni kama yako. Angalie hizo masil. Kufungua page mbili akakuwa convinced because it was a genuine passport. Akasimama akanihaga akaniambia we can do the wedding and then we go to America and never come back to Kenya. Nikamwambia that was my idea. So tukaanza kuharakisha wedding tukamaliza, and that's why when I married I got 3 kids in 4 years. Kwa sababu nilijua mambo inaweza haribika. Now, the second challenge that I got in my life that was also a very big thing that happened to me. I now graduated from set books, nikaanza kuongelesha watu, wakaniambia naweza kuwa a good motivational speaker. I was never trained a motivational speaker.
It's not even you who came up with that idea. Ni watu walikuambia?
Watu waliniambia tu, mtu namuuzia kitabu mpaka ananunua ananiambia, are you a motivational speaker? Naambia yes, you know from where I come from, especially where money is involved, you don't say you can't. You just say yes and then you go and try. Unaulizwa unauza gari, ndio. Ukiulizwa unaenda kutafuta mtu akuuzia, uuze una broke. But you don't say no when money is involved. So what I did, I started motivation and I realized it is just you go to books and read Martin Luther King Jr. Darkness cannot drive away darkness, only light can do that. They clap for you and you become a motivational speaker.
Pay you,
but don't try this at all. So I thought I became famous. I started even writing books. I started with a book I called the Gems of Wisdom. I had been collecting newspaper quotes and quotable quotes. I collected them, I photocopied them, I typed them, and I started with one book.
Wow.
So I thought I was famous. I went to another company, ilikuwa ikiitwa Real Man magazine. They were publishing real men. Unaona Churchill picha yake iko hapo, is a real man. Unaona Githongo siku ile time to eat.
Yes.
Nikajua hata mimi the third edition or the other edition naweza appear.
You're a real man also.
Kama vile you invited me here, so I thought I was a real man. I would go there. When I went there, I found a very strange director. Akaniuliza, who are you? We have never even heard about you. And then to make the matters worse, he told me, you are not even handsome enough to appear in our magazine.
Sorry.
So what I did, ndugu yangu, nikatoka nikaenda nyumbani. But I thank my wife. She realized that I was sad.
Heartbroken.
Yes, heartbroken. Niuliza ni nini? Nikamuelezea story. Akaniambia hapo pa handsome, hata kama hatukwenda America, hapo alikosea. They may be right in all the other things, but you are handsome. That's why I married you.
Wow.
Despite you hadn't nothing. I started getting courage. I started reading a book I was reading. I told you I read a lot, and I encourage everybody, youth, read to lead. Now, I was reading a book called Success Principles by Jack Canfield. And that book, I got one principle that changed my life.
Which one?
E plus R equals to O. Event plus response equals to outcome. In any event that comes in your life, it depends on how you respond to it. If you're told you're not beautiful and you respond, it is true, I'm not beautiful, you lose your self-esteem. But if you say, huyu ni hanijui, and from that moment I also realized you don't go where you're tolerated, you go where you're celebrated.
Clap for him. Hey.
So,
Anatujenga.
yeah.
Hey.
So what I did, I read that concept and it changed my life. I told myself, I was told I'm not handsome to appear in a magazine. Oh my God, you know what I did? I came with my own magazine. I had carried it, I don't know, I'll show you that magazine. And then the first edition, I put my picture. It was the cover model, the way I wanted to appear in their magazine.
What?
As we are speaking to you now, I am in the 11th edition. In fact, I was calling it Inspiration Magazine, selling to principles. I realized it was not selling well. I changed the title to The Digital Principle, because I realized in the principal meetings I go, when they see anything principle, they buy. That's why I met Uhuru Kenyatta when he was a Minister of Finance. I met Sam Ongeri, you've seen some of those slides here. I met so many prominent people selling those magazines.
Yes.
And my life's changed.
How many books have you written right now?
So far I've written 17 books. And encouraging. The titles are good.
Wow.
Because I have one called Don't Cry, Try. Instead of crying, you try.
Wow.
I have another one, Grow or Crawl.
Oh.
As Martin Luther King once said, we must all purpose to move forward. Run, fly if you can. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. By all means, keep moving.
Wow.
I have written 17
Amazing.
books,
Yeah.
and I sell to principles. I know how to sell myself.
Wow.
I read somewhere, sell yourself shamelessly if you want to succeed.
Hey, I like that.
And by the way, there is no bad publicity. The only bad publicity is in the obituary. Any other publicity is good. Yes.
Talk to the young people. Talk to our audience here and at home. Just give us an encouragement.
My hobby or my passion, my career is talking to young people. Starting with primary school kids, secondary school kids, the ambassador, in fact, of hope. I'm the ambassador of good news. And what I tell young people, in Kenya today, you can be successful without corruption. You can be successful without gambling. You can be successful regardless of where you came from.
Wow.
Because even Jesus Christ was born in a cowshed in a manger, but he never became a cow or a cowboy.
Hey.
Yes, you can make it. I want to tell young people that all you need to do is to focus on where you are going. That's why God created us with our eyes facing in front, so that we see where we are going. Remember, some of us are also, like my kids now, I'm giving them the best, but I remind them to be born in Aga Khan Hospital does not guarantee you to become a doctor there.
Wow.
Or to be born in a garage does not mean you're going to become a car. So you need to work. to have a vision, to believe in yourself. Yes, people might steal your ideas, people might steal your creativity, people might steal even those who are singers, your lyrics. They may copy them, but one thing they will never be able to do is to steal your passion. Just like the bees, we steal honey from the bees, but we can never steal the art of making honey from the bees.
Yeah.
So everybody listening to me, I want you to know you are special. You are born special.
Glory, amen.
But the problem with us, we try to copy other people. For example, there was a time I thought for you to be a good motivational speaker, you need to speak like Obama, to speak like PLO Lumumba, and you know, your Kiingereza kikubwa. But today I tell you, when I go to my village, I speak in my mother tongue. Naongelesha na lugha ya nyumbani, naongea na Kikuyu wanaelewa, naongea na Kiswahili wanaelewa. I am myself. I tell them the things that I know. For example, I also remember when I was young, I could not afford to, nobody could take me to Nairobi Showground. So what I did, I remember very well. I went to Nairobi International Showground, Panya route, nikaingia ndani huko, nikazunguka. What captured my eye was a Mercedes Benz from DT Dobby. Nikaenda nikaizunguka, nikaona ni mzuri. Na nilikuwa na kinyasa, ilikuwa na viraka vingi. Nikauliza huyo alikuwa akiuza, hii Mercedes mnauza aje? Courage. Akaniangalia, akaniuliza, hiyo kinyasa inakaa rainbow, inazuia mvua kunyesha. International flag. Pesa ya Mercedes utatoa wapi? Wewe toa ujinga hapa wewe kijana. He chased me away. I went 5 meters away and looked at that Mercedes Benz for the last time. I told myself I'll buy that one when I grow up. I left that place knowing that I have a dream. When I reached home, I told my mother, who was single, my father had died, and she told me that the only thing she can offer me ni machozi na jasho. But I told myself I'll work hard in school, I'll work hard in school, and in anything that I find to do very hard until I buy a good car. And thanks God I got a Mercedes Benz.
Hey,
and the story, I had a story.
Okay.
That man who refused to tell me the price of the Mercedes, he died recently without even driving a Probox.
Oops. Tumuogope ni Mungu.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can be anything you want to become. All you need to do is to focus.
Yes.
And focus on where you want to go and do the right things.
All right.
Yes.
There's a clip I saw where you're in a school and you're telling them about education, and I found it so inspirational. Say what you said.
Oh, that was in Kipsige's Girls. I hope they would run it here, but it's okay. In Kipsige's Girls, I told them, never leave a man with a vision for a man with a television. Because if you leave a man with a vision for a man with a television, you soon watch that man with a vision in your husband's television. Meaning that was Nelson Mandela who said that, meaning that man is never judged by what he has in the pocket today, but the vision that they have. So if you have a great vision, you'll end up becoming what you want to become in future. Yes. Success in any task is like wrestling with a gorilla. You don't stop because you're tired. You stop because the gorilla is tired or dead.
Oh.
And you also fail 100% in anything you don't try. So if you don't ask, the answer is always no.
Wow. And don't for husbands, there's something you have said.
For husbands. Yes. This one I tell girls. I tell girls that the best husband they can get is education. Hello? You know, most people, young people think that, especially girls. I had an opportunity to go and motivate young class 3. In fact, when I got that invitation, I told them, class 3 sina kitu ya kuambia. Siku hizi wanaitwa PP3. Then nikawaambia hiyo sifanyangi. Then wakaniuliza si tutafutie basi mtu atachukua ya 40,000. Nikamwambia ulikuwa ukisema kwa motivate. You know, I told you. I didn't know that. I thought they wanted me to volunteer. So nikasikia hiyo pesa nikasema, and then it was 1 hour. So nikasema nitaenda tu nitajaribu. So I just did a lot of research. I could not tell how I could motivate class 3. So I went there and I started wasting time. Nikaanza from the first boy, nikamuliza, tell me your name and what you want to become in future. So I landed a boy who told me, I want to become, he thought for 5 minutes, I want to become Goja. Nimejua, I want, yes. and his name was John Kamau. He said, I want to become a billionaire. Billionaire, not a millionaire. Billionaire. And then I asked the girl who was seated next to him, what do you want to become? And then he said, I want to become Kamau's wife. Hello? So some of you believe that, some girls believe that when you get married, you also become a billionaire automatically. Hello? Becoming rich and a billionaire is not marriage transmitted.
Hey.
Hello?
Sawa.
Yes. Be a career woman. Don't be like those women whom want to be just housewife, wanajiita domestic engineers. Mzee akienda na mkimbilia baba watoto pesa ya maziwa, baba watoto pesa ya nywele, baba watoto school fees. Kwani baba watoto ni pesa?
I like that. Okay. Today we are talking about dress how you want to be addressed.
Yes.
What's your take on that?
My take on that is that there is no too first time impression. You only impress people once.
Okay.
And human beings are not like God, who can see you the inner part of
God
you.
looks at the inside. Batman looks at the outside.
So how you dress
will
determine how you be addressed.
Okay.
So I tell girls there are 4 dresses they are going to wear. Number 1, the school uniform. And when you are in the school uniform, they have other names like minor. Anybody touching you it can be taken to the court of law. Yes. So you wear the school uniform, and then after school uniform, go to university, wear a graduation gown. After graduation gown, now after 4 years, surely you get a career. Usikutane na jamaa na kuambia haki ya Mungu naweza kukuoa na unamwambia haki ya Mungu nioe. No, wear a wedding gown. Hello? A wedding gown, meaning and it is white. And you know the purpose of white in that wedding gown. And then after that, now you can comfortably wear a maternity dress. They have to go in such and that order. You are always addressed the way you dress.
Wow.
If you want to be taken seriously, dress seriously. Now, in terms of going to church, ladies, some of them wear almost naked and they're going in a church, the house of the Lord. One pastor looked at some girls wearing like that and told them that precious things are hard to find, like gold. You dig and dig and dig. Before you finish digging, you dig again, and you still don't find it. But nowadays, if you want to but nowadays girls are wearing almost naked. That's why they're regarded useless. But when you want to be regarded useful, precious wife material, you know, I have seen some girls say, oh God, this year I'm trusting in God, I'm going to get a husband. And the way they are dressing, you don't even appreciate her being, you do not want to enjoy her being your wife.
Oh, I hear you.
Yes.
Makofi kwake. Because of time, just give us your social media. Where can we find you online?
You can find me on YouTube, Wambugu Kamau TV. You can find me on Facebook, Wambugu Kamau. In fact, even in Twitter, Wambugu Kamau, WK.
Okay.
Yes.
Makofi kwake. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Don't go away. We'll be right back after a short break.
Ambassador Wambugu wa Kamau.